Once in a quiet village, surrounded by green hills and rice fields, there lived an old woman, everyone lovingly called Nani Amma. Her hair was silver like the moonlight, her eyes gentle but full of wisdom. She lived alone in a small clay house near the river, yet her home was never empty. Laughter, stories, and hope lived there. Every morning, children gathered around her porch to hear her tales, and even grown-ups came when their hearts were heavy. Nani Amma had lived through many seasons of joy and sorrow. She had lost her husband years ago and raised her daughter single-handedly. Life had tested her often, but she never allowed pain to harden her heart. She used to say, "When you smile in the middle of a storm, even the storm begins to calm." One cloudy afternoon, a young man named Ravi came to see her. His face was pale, his eyes tired. "Nani Amma," he said softly, "I don't know what to do anymore. My small shop failed. I owe people money, and I can't take care of my family. It feels like everything is ending." Nani Amma looked at him and smiled gently. "Sit, my child," she said. "Do you know what happens when a potter shapes clay?" Ravi looked confused. "He presses and beats it again and again until it takes form," she continued. "Life does the same with us. It molds us through challenges, not comfort." Ravi sighed. "But Amma, what if things never get better? What if I try again and fail again?" Nani Amma's eyes sparkled. "Let me tell you a story," she said. "Many years ago, this village suffered a terrible drought. The river dried up and the earth cracked open. People stopped farming, waiting for the rain. But there was one man, Harya the gardener, who didn't wait. Every morning he carried 2 small pots of water from the well far away and sprinkled a few drops on his garden. People laughed at him, called him foolish, but he smiled and said, "A seed that gets even a drop of hope can survive the longest drought." Days turned into weeks, and one morning, dark clouds filled the sky. Rain poured for days, and while other lands were dry and broken, Harya's garden bloomed first. Flowers, green leaves, and fruits, everything alive again. People asked him how he knew the rain would come. He said, "I didn't, but I knew I couldn't stop believing." Nani Amma looked at Ravi kindly. "You see, my dear, Harya's garden grew not because of luck, but because of faith. Don't wait for life to become easy. Start planting your effort while it's still hard. The rain will come, but you must keep watering your dreams." Ravi sat quietly, her words echoing in his mind. Slowly, his eyes filled with determination. "You're right, Amma. I'll try again. This time, I'll trust the process." She patted his hand. "That's my boy. Remember, when life gives you 100 reasons to give up, find one reason to stand again." Weeks passed. Ravi reopened his small shop, this time with patience and heart. He smiled at customers, offered kindness even on tough days, and worked with renewed energy. Slowly, people began to return. His business grew, and so did his faith. One morning, he came running to Nani Amma's house, a bright smile on his face. "Amma, it worked. My shop is full again. I did what you said. I planted hope, even when I couldn't see the rain." Nani Amma's eyes shone with pride. "You see, child, the world blooms for those who don't stop believing." As the sun set behind the hills, Ravi looked at her and said, "Amma, you changed my life." She laughed softly. "No, my son. You changed it when you decided to believe again. When we think positive, we invite good things into our life. Problems will always come, but if we face them with a hopeful heart, we can overcome them." Soon, other villagers began to hear about the Nani Amma's wise words. Many people came to her and shared their problems. Nani Amma gave the same advice: think good thoughts, and good will come. The villagers loved her even more because her words had changed their lives. She had taught them the power of positive thinking. The wind rustled through the trees, and her words lingered in the air like a blessing. When the world tests you, don't break, bloom. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories of hope and wisdom from Nani Amma. Let her words remind you, sometimes all you need is one drop of faith to grow a whole garden of change.